Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's Blog. It is a beautiful Monday evening here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Wherever you are on the globe, you are highly welcome. Yeah, it is a mix of mixed feelings throughout the day today. I'm having a mixed feelings. I don't know what exactly is happening, but that should tell you that all is not well with my club Chelsea. All is not well. I am putting on a smiling face. Listen, it's a forced smile I'm giving you. Because I need to smile to the camera. And hey, tell me, don't you like the color tonight? This, as you can see now you can see my face very clear. Yeah, I told you we are cooking something. And very soon, when our studios are set up, you see the light tonight, I can see myself, the color and everything is looking good. These are the kind of pictures I want to bring it to you. This kind of videos I want to bring it to you. The past few weeks, I actually don't like what I'm presenting, but I don't have any choice. Thank God! Now you can see me clearly, loud and clear. I'm excited to come your way once again because we are upgrading. That is why you can see me now very loud and clear. Dear friend, Chelsea, what is our problem? We try to diagnose our issues one by one. Tonight, or this evening, or this afternoon, depends on where you are. I want to delve into the goalkeeping area. I want to start from that area. Why? The past few games that we played, I think, since Sanchez came back and mounted the goalpost about 3 weeks ago, then after Petrovic came to take over again, since then, we have not been seeing the best of Petrovic. Yeah. Yesterday's game, is true that he did some dangerous save. He saved us from the, we almost lost the game, if not for his dive. But in general, Petrovic that we were pointing out that he should be our number one. Listen, dear friend. Chelsea, we spent 25 million on a third choice goalkeeper from Brighton. 25 million pounds on a third choice goalkeeper from Brighton. And $15 million on third choice Serbian keeper. We are not buying elites. Part of our problem in defense, goalkeeping. We spent 25 million pounds on Sanchez from Brighton and he was their third choice. From there, we now spend $15 million on another third choice, a Serbian goalkeeper from America that is playing his trade in America. That is not an elite goalkeeper. They are not bad, don't get me wrong. Both are not bad, but not prime Mendy. Both keepers, they are not bad, but they are not prime Mendy. They are not Courtois, and they are not Cech. They are not Peter Cech. They cost points, and that's where we are right now. They cost us points, and that is where we are right now. Some goals that we conceded, prime Mendy, Courtois, Peter Cech would have saved. If we want to solve our problems, we need to start looking at our goalkeeping department as well. I'm saying this because maybe from tomorrow I'll be talking more on our defense. If we really want to start winning, we must begin to think of our goalkeeping department. 25 million third choice from Brighton. $15 million from a Serbian goalkeeper, or $15 million. Hoping he will develop, he will grow. But Premier League has no time. There's no time in the Premier League to grow and to develop. Stop that nonsense of telling me that we want to, it's a project. Until when? In the Premier League. I'm sorry. This is Premier League. There's no time. My dear friend. You end up in relegation. In the Premier League, if you think you have the time, you got the time, you end up in relegation. This is Premier League. Well, Let me go to some other news. Pochettino on the team performance. He said the team is not showing in the last few months the capacity to be solid. Even if after Wolves we didn't lose a game in the Premier League. Yes, it's true. The last time we lost a game in the Premier League after Wolves was then the Wolves game. We kept either a draw or a win. But the coach has identified the fact that we are not, we are not solid. And that solidity, especially in the second half of every game. Listen, don't be confused and don't let anybody deceive you that Chelsea are not scoring goals. We are. We are scoring goals. We are scoring goals. And we are creating a lot of chances. But you know the problem? We concede too much. We are conceding too many goals. You don't score and you concede. It's nothing. In as much as your attackers are doing it, that is why Cole Palmer is angry. In as much as your attackers are doing the job by scoring a goal, they expect the defense to be tight. Pochettino, you are leaking too many goals. Poch, your defense are leaking too many goals, and it is absurd. We score goals, but we are conceding. That is why we are being punished. We need to be more clinical. We score goals, but we are conceding too many. Why? Don't we train don't we train up on our defenders? We are so weak in defense. You see, this is why I hate some of the things that Pochettino has been saying, that we are a new team and they are still learning. Sheffield United came from the Championship to the Premier League. What experiences do they have? Where did Makukura came from? Chelsea bought Makukura from where? Last season, Conor Gallagher, where was he playing? Last season, Cole Palmer, where was he playing? Last season, Raheem Sterling, where was he playing? Last season, Thiago Silva, where was he playing? Ben Chilwell, Levi Colwill, where were they playing last season? Were they not playing in the Premier League? What are we talking about? Saying the team is so young, the team is inexperienced. These players that I mentioned, they were all in the Premier League last season. As a matter of fact, if you want to check our 11, the first 11 on the pitch of play, the first 11, 60% of them are always the players that played in the Premier League last season, last 2 seasons. Casado last season was in the Premier League. Conor Gallagher last season was in the Premier League. Makukura last season was in the Premier League. Levi Colwill, Ben Chilwell, they were in the Premier League last season. They didn't go outside the Premier League. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. For Coach Pochettino to tell us it's not magic, it takes time. He adds, we are not in a good position at the start. He and Chelsea are working hard to fix it. You better fix it now. Fix it now. Yeah. Fix it now, dear friend. Pochettino. You said it. It's like at 52, you identify really quickly whether the team is ready to compete or not. Poch, you see, I said it earlier today, and I want to say it again. I'm not going to be blaming Pochettino entirely for the failure of Chelsea this season. But partly, and the way he is talking, if he's not very careful, the axe will be on his neck. You know why? If you identify at 52, like he said, at 52, you identify really quickly whether the team is ready to compete or not. It is your job to get the team ready to compete. Maybe this group is not matured enough to compete in games every 3 days. That is why I started by telling you, mentioning players that were in the Premier League. They played in the Premier League last season. Some of them even last 2 seasons. These are not players that are or don't have, Premier League experience. Only few. Yeah. How many of them? Enzo Fernandez last season was in the Premier League. How many of them, when you talk about the first 11, how many of them were not in the Premier League last season? They might be young, 18, 19, 20. They might be young, but they got the Premier League experience with other clubs. Even some in Chelsea. Let's stop the abuse of the opportunity we have and saying a whole lot of, oh my goodness. Dear friend, let me leave you here. Have a good evening. This is Chelsea channel, and we are diagnosing the situation around Chelsea Football Club. My next episode, I might bring you 1 or 2 news from some other sources, but for now, it is all about Chelsea. I love my club. I'm passionate about my club, Chelsea, and we will fight. You see, the owners, Todd Boehly, Ed Bradley, and the rest, they rather sit up or they get themselves out of the club. And I'm not leaving out Paul Winstanley and Co., the directors, recruitment directors. From Todd Boehly to the recruitment directors, they are all part of the problem, the blame, not just Pochettino and the players. This is why I try to hit on since the whole of today. This issue is no longer just about the players. It's no longer about only the coach. It is no longer just, it is from the top. Todd Boehly and the Blue Co group. Well, in some other news before I let you go, dear friend, former Chelsea and Brighton boss Graham Potter has turned down the chance to become the next Ajax coach. Sky Sports News understands. He is expected to be high on Manchester United's shortlist of managerial candidates if they decide to part company with Erik ten Hag. Well, Ajax offered him a contract, and it came in the news that he rejected the contract. Yeah, Graham Potter rejected the offer to go and coach Ajax. That is struggling now on the 6th position in the Dutch league. Graham Potter rejected that offer, maybe with the hope of getting the Manchester United job, because he's on the short list of Manchester United. Should they sack Erik ten Hag, he is on their short list. Dear friend, Pochettino, Graham Potter, to be honest with you, he came in at the wrong time to Chelsea. It wasn't his fault. What we are seeing currently tells me that Graham Potter wasn't totally at fault at Chelsea. Frank Lampard wasn't totally at fault at Chelsea. The problem emanates from the top. They came in and they start to change everything all of a sudden. They began to change everything. I remember when I heard the news that Peter Cech was leaving Chelsea, I'm like, oh my goodness, we are done. We are done. Listen, Noni Madueke, one of our players, this is what he said. He scored the second goal, right? The way we drop points sometimes, it's in the palm of our hands. I don't know what to say other than there are still games to go. And we have to go again and stick together. So the way they drop point this season, it is in their palm. He's taking the blame. He said, look, it is our fault as players. Well, I have so much to talk about, but I think I have to stop somewhere and come back again. Pochettino kept playing Conor Gallagher, right? Dear friend, let me leave the midfield issue. I'll come to that in my next episode. Yes, because it's getting late. I've already crossed the 15-minute mark. I'll see you in the next one when you see me, dear friend. If today is your first time, please like the video, share the video. Let me hear from you in the comment section. And please remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, click on that notification bell on it so that in case of any exclusives or breaking news, we first be notified. I love you. I love Chelsea Football Club. I enjoy the game. I'll see you in the next one when you see me, dear friend. Shalom and peace.